The tragic death of a pregnant woman in Lagos who was allegedly denied treatment by a private hospital because her husband was unable to pay a 500,000 naira deposit has sparked outrage online.
Hey, guys, wherever you are now, raise your hands towards heaven and say, "Oh Lord, may Nigeria not happen to me." Because if Nigeria happened to you, especially in a negative way, hey, you will ask God, how did I end up in a country called Nigeria? My people, if anybody explain Nigeria to you and you understand it, believe you me, they did not explain Nigeria very well to you. We have suffered in this country. This is a country that used 21 billion naira to renovate house for vice president of Nigeria, and yet our people cannot access primary health care. Guys, let us watch this video together. When we return, we'll continue. Please like this video, comment and share.
The tragic death of a pregnant woman in Lagos who was allegedly denied treatment by a private hospital because her husband was unable to pay a 500,000 naira deposit has sparked outrage online. Mr. Folajimi, the husband, claimed in a viral video that the private hospital refused to provide emergency care for his wife upon their arrival at the hospital, despite her critical condition. They were then referred to a general hospital in Ekpe, where his wife died en route. Well, let's take a look at what transpired.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Please, stay with me. Please. Please, Kemi. You know I love you, Kemi. You know. That's why you need to be strong, yeah? Do you know I love you? Do you know I love you? You know. You know. You have to be strong for... Kemi, you have to be strong for me, please. Please open your eyes. Yeah? She'll be okay, Abi. Yeah? Kemi, Joe. Mo fi kunle Abi àmọ́ bẹ̀ Kemi, Joe. Anywhere, any hospital ni kẹ́ lọ, anywhere. Any hospital. Any hospital. This is the hospital that I brought my wife yesterday, and they rejected her. And unfortunately, she's dead now.
This was really sad. I mean, I had a video of the man's statement there. I mean, we've seen this happen time and time again. I have actually lost a really good family friend from this sort of incident where, you know, he died of a bullet wound or blood and all of that. This hospital, I don't know if we can play up that video of the hospital so we can, our viewers can see. They have to hold this hospital on account because if this actual incident is true, it has raised a lot of valid discussions about, you know, saving lives before money being by.
You know, it's a very sensitive conversation because, you know, some might say, the private hospitals will say, but the government is supposed to be supporting the public institutions. Private hospitals are businesses, you know. So it's a very complicated conversation as far as I'm concerned. But then what do we do in matters of life and death? What, you know, they're supposed to first save lives. But now, if we set that precedent, will they not be overwhelmed by people who are coming in daily who can't afford it? Because it's such a tricky, sensitive conversation. But pregnancy is such a risky venture that we all venture. And just because of the joy of wanting to have children, may her soul rest in peace.
Yes.
And may God just be with her family.
Okay, so please, the question I'd like to ask is, she had to go all the way to Ekpe to get a government hospital.
She died en route, yeah.
So where was the private hospital?
Lakowe.
So from Lakowe to Ekpe, is it that we don't have government hospitals in the middle of the fact that can take a pregnant woman like this? And on this Lekki corridor access, how many viable government hospitals do we have? That's an indictment on government. So from Lakowe, you have to travel all the way to Ekpe to get a government hospital that can take in somebody at an emergency situation like that. So what they say there's mega Lagos. They built Lagos.
All right.
Where are the hospitals they built?
There are also the emergency service unit, Dr. Batik.
Where is it?
Well, every doctor takes the Hippocratic Oath.
Yes.
And
This
the
is the
principal
main point.
thing in the Hippocratic Oath is that doctors are required to save lives.
Yes.
Not to look for money. But because of economic dispossession, because of poverty, this crisis has been there for long in this country. Where you go to a hospital, the first thing they ask you is to bring money. And then in this case, you know, the failure of human compassion on the part of the doctors who rejected this woman. And now she's dead.
All right.
And
All right. Really sad incident. Well, may her soul rest in peace.
Hey, may Nigeria not happen to me, oh, may Nigeria not happen to anybody that I know. Of course, do I even blame the doctors? When we don't have a working system, what do you expect? That is why even our capable doctors are running out of Nigeria. They are leaving this country, especially those who can afford to jagna. When they are not being well paid, these people, they will just be, but they go to pepper them. They can't even accept to treat you. I have gotten to a hospital where somebody is bleeding. Instead of these people to take care of or attend to the person, these people were busy discussing. This is the kind of doctors and nurses we have in Nigeria. I mean, a good percentage of them behave like this. And this is a country because there is no supervision. There is no supervision in this our country. If you see the type of hospital where I give birth in my state, I mean in a city, in a town, you will weep for me. That toilet, I could not use that toilet for more than 24 hours that I spent in that hospital. And this is a government hospital. And every year, these people will do budget and they will put healthcare. And you will not see how this money is being used. These people is not doing any evaluation for us. All they will do is budget. Once the money land, they will disburse it the way they want. They cannot come out to the public. They cannot come out to Nigerians and say, oh, this is your taxpayers' money. This is this money that we realize from selling our crude oil, from selling the crude oil that God gave to us. This is how we budgeted it, and this is how it is being spent. We will now see how they spend the money, but they will not tell us. That is why a doctor who owns a hospital will tell a woman, or will tell the husband of a woman who is almost about to buy, to go and look for 500,000, that if he did not bring it, that they will not attend to his wife. And finally, that's why this woman died because of money. A country, we were once the sixth largest oil producing country in this world, and yet healthcare cannot be free because these people have made sure that the Fulanis take over our farms. People can no longer go into their farm and farm, because before oil boom in Nigeria, agriculture was our main source of income. Some countries make huge amounts of money from farming. Country like Netherlands, country like Ukraine, these people are born in agriculture. And we have versatile land in Nigeria, yet we cannot cultivate it. God give us good nature. God give us everything to live well in this country. But our politicians and our leaders said no, that we are not going to live well because of their own selfish interest. We have never benefited anything from the government of Nigeria. This democracy, these people say that we have in this Nigeria is a scam. These people have done more harm than good. Even in military regime is better than this democracy, because our eyes have seen pepper. This is how this woman died, because of money. And nothing will be done, because after all, is she the only one to buy? To buy in this country is nothing to anybody again. Some people have even died in spirit. They are just walking corpse. Some people have already died. Their spirits have left their body. They are just walking about on this earth aimlessly. Depression have died some people. Negative thoughts have died some people. Lack of fun have died some people in this country. It is very terrible. It is very terrible. I pray that one day Nigerians will stand up and say enough is enough. And I also pray that one day the God Almighty will help us to have a good leader, to have a leader who has human heart, to have a leader who can say my people first, just like Donald Trump and Ibrahim Traore is doing. Guys, I will see you in my next video. Please like this video, comment and share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn on the post notifications so that time I upload a new video, you will be the first to get notified. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and have dominion. Bye bye.